yesterday on a Colossus HP, where it's usually about the same amount of aggression, but Blackheart tends to have that similar play style. Just, we cannot scam in certain situations, and we have to clear out everything on the proper side. But already into the P1, the Ravens are flying and frying. 8 seconds secured, trying to get your trades. They don't, and Falcons get an early break.
Yeah, really nice stuff from Riyadh to this moment. 3 for Celium will have them locking down not just early time, but getting an early feel out across the map. Late nade from Kismet also lands. Pick up on the pinch is good by Pred. So everything really turning up nicely in terms of how Riyadh have not just broken through this hard point, but how they're setting up themselves to just get time and potentially, with the 18 seconds remaining now, possibly push things out.
Yeah, not going over towards the P2. Carolina at least clear their way out through the P1 area. So now have an easier approach to just not hit the fundamental routes, try to go right through the front door, but Exit here cutting them off, has Narrow knocked down to 38 HP in the Dream, not able to get that kill onto Celium. The AR's firing for the Falcons early on, win them the rotation to P2.
Yeah, and then now they've got Ravens trying to work around this OE. It's just not now for Carolina. 2-2 split. Need to find an opener. Pred gives away his life there. Exceed also finds one from the front. So an opportunity started to brew here for Carolina as they win back the hard point. Exnid trying to block spawns. Not going to be successful. So a nice break here early for Carolina. They'll get this thing back to within single digits and now have to receive the next opportunity for Riyadh to try to break.
Yeah, and that's good finesse right there out of Craze. Reads the pressure going around the backside. Tries to set up his teammate for a free couple of kills. Narrow's only able to find one though, but it's still Ravens in towards the time. 20 seconds here remaining at P2, and now it's all on Lurks. How many can he find? Only able to take down one. So the break is good for Falcons. They're gonna have a nice little lead, up by 7, going over towards the P3, and they have players in position, winning gunfight after gunfight. Gonna not allow Ravens to be fully set up.
Yeah, Nero already making a mess of this rotation. He's found himself a big one onto Pred, so the hard point will open up in blue for Carolina. And I like this on a Craze. Just kind of get lost, play around the old time, and see if you can find any rotational eliminations. Makes things very difficult for the Falcons to get themselves set up, and now they will spawn over towards this pit area. Looking to try to break this from the front. Exceed cooking up a nade. Doesn't really have the assistance over the top of the jump up mantle, but does get a pinch from Lurks, waiting for the opportunity to just jump out the window and shut down this next play, but he will go mid instead, and it's all about just receiving it on the hill, and Exceed gives you one. The follow-up is there, and Carolina will hold.
Yeah, Carolina are going to hold, and Crazy able to catch the sneaky beaver, trying to work around the backside. So a flawless P3 gives them a nice little comfortable lead, and you can take your sweet time off the rotation over towards P4. Exceed knows he's already took a lot of space away on this side of the map. Your teammates here in Lurks to assist you, but it's all about winning these gunfights and Celium strikes first.
Yeah, Lurk's not quite able to get the player off the mantle, and that will be another set of kills going the way of Riyadh. Really nice moment here to open up the hard point. Down to within 20 points. Cell just kind of finessing through where the old hard point was. Not often you see him in that kind of a position, but it works out nicely for Riyadh. But now maybe a moment of panic as the Carolina Royal Ravens make their way across the map. Celium will still spawn close, but now we have to play and defend this from inside the hill. Cell will get you one. Follow-up from Exit from the front is good. Just down to Q cleans up who on the hill itself. Damage is out. Last player will fall, and their Falcons will hold.
Yeah, that's beautifully played right there from the Falcons on their spread setup there. Exton was aggressive through the front side. He knows that all the pressure is going to be around the back end, so he just needed a couple players to get a couple clutch gunfights. And this time it's Kismet in that same position, almost lines up 3. But what was a perfect hole from the Ravens on the P3 is responded by a perfect hole from Falcons on the P4. They keep their lead, and now it's a race off the rotation of the new.
Cell, unexpected in terms of playing up against Craze up close and personal, who turns that into an impressive double. Over the top of the barrel, Exceed shuts down the play on the overextension. Pred now trying to find an opening right through the middle of the map, and he will get the player off the hard point, but Carolina find the trade. Stabilizing spawns, they'll get right back into the hard point, but Kismet, Cell, all of them looking really solid to the moment. So we'll take a look to see how Riyadh finesse through this as we go to Riyadh Falcons. Listen in.
One shot, guys. Nice! I have all right. Yo, listen, yeah, help
Just a quick listen in there as we jump back over into the actual action. 127 plays 94, and now as we rotate back over to P1, it's just Pred inside the hardpoint check.
Yeah, this is perfect, though, from Falcons on the last 2 HPs. You basically get 100 points and give up absolutely nothing to the Ravens. You're just chaining hardpoint after hardpoint, just like you're chaining in the kill feed. Another 4 dead. Sully, I'm trying to create an extra layer to work over towards this P3 side to set up a dirty pitch. But Falcons have flipped the switch, and they are not letting the Ravens breathe at all.
Well, Xed right through the middle turbine. Yeah, and that's just
again,
beautiful
man.
stuff. Yeah, dude, they are absolutely frying. And now Carolina are just having a hard time even figuring out what they want to do with 30 seconds remaining. Got to open up space somewhere on the map to try to at least stop some of this time from coming through, but you also don't want to risk getting pushed out of these spawns for P2. So just a tough moment of the game right now for Carolina.
Yeah, very tough situation to be in, but they know that they have to fight this time. Can't give up all this to just bank ourselves on a very tight setup at the P2. But every risk that you take contesting this, the more chances you have of spawning all the way across the map. Now it's only going to be on Craze, single-handedly trying to hold down the spawns, is able to take down one. The finesse good, but not good enough. Falcons win the rotation to P2.
Yeah, and the nades will also read that the Ravens are trying to hit this through the jump wall alley. Over the middle, no problems there. Exit almost takes that into a double, but it will be Craze. Last one left alive. Spawns are still close here for Riyadh. And as they deal with it, now we'll take a listen in to see how Riyadh, for real this time, is coming it out.
Dead, one more in the corner. No, I'm dead. Nice shot. Nice, get that. Spawning in the back on you. Spawning in the back. Watch across. Attacking I have the cross. Mirror crossing that. I have the cross. Watch out. Fucking shit on! I have the cross. One shot. Absolute note. I got your team, you're dead. Nice, so just fucking shit. Watch out. Nice. I'm gonna flank dubs MC, you heard? Yeah. Where is he? Talk to me. Hold on. Front. Help front, guys. Help front. I'm helping. Leave P1 2. I'm getting more runs. Nothing, more runs. All front, guys. Nothing. Nice, dude. Near front. Guys. I have the right. I spawn now. Right, one shot. I'm maybe time. Dude, we can see. One here. I'm funny if you guys. Run! Nice! One more front, Nero dead. Let's come in, maybe. I don't see anything front. One shot, P1. You're fine. I better.
Well, close first rotation, but since that point, Jay, it has been all Riyadh, and really it's been all Xed. He has been all over these last couple of hills, and the Falcons will not be able to win here, but wow, this has been a huge set of 3 hills in a row.
Oh yeah, Ravens haven't been able to do anything since the first set. You go from the P1, Falcons dominate, chain it to the P2, again win a rotation to P3. This is what happens when you're doing the fundamental part correctly. You're just always in the driver's seat, never playing from the back foot. And now you only need 16 points to close out this game if you are the Falcons. Exit, finessing around P4, is able to line up a double, create the extra layer, finds kill number 4 in a row. This is GG.
Last 3 seconds gonna come through.